And we were talking just about space. How much of that plays into it? Because I know it's hard. We were talking about what little closet space you have or how much closet space you have can really determine just on how you're functioning and where you're putting stuff.
Right. So having, especially in Rhode Island, the closets in Rhode Island are a lot of them are small in the older houses, so people are really challenged with their space. And then you have some clients that turn a spare bedroom into a closet. So everybody's got these different closets. So it's all about, I say, if you have a small closet and you're short on space, look at ottomans that open up for seasonal clothes. Look at even like stores like even Walmart or Target, they have plastic bins that have drawers in them. Tuck your seasonal clothes away in there. Like if you have challenging spaces, like I have an alcove in my bedroom, my closet, so I have really slanted ceilings. But I make the most of that alcove space because I can't get in there. I put all the seasonal clothes in those roll-away bins in that alcove because I can't get back there. So when the seasons change, the bin comes out. Think about space bags. Have you used
the vacuum ones? So fun.
They're phenomenal.
It looks cool.
They're phenomenal. So they hold so much stuff. So think about putting seasonal clothes in there. So if you're short on space, really look at other options. Under the bed, roll-away bins for under the bed. Get creative with your space. And if you have a lot of space, don't just, people tend to just throw because the space is there. Yeah. They just throw in and stuff's on the floor and because the space is there. So everybody has their own challenges and it's different for people that are short on space and different for people that have tons of space. But it's all about staying organized. And again, it's not just about making the space pretty and neat and organized. There's more to it. It's about having more time in the morning to spend with your family or eating breakfast or because you can go to the closet, find what you're looking for, and grab it. So it's not just about making that space look pretty, it's about being more efficient and productive in that closet, in that space.
And when you know where something is, you know, I want this shirt, I want these pants, being able to find it quickly and getting on with things.
Right. Not taking too long to make decisions.
Yeah, and I tell you, it really does make a difference when you know what you want and you know where to get it.
Yeah.
And we just talked about the seasonal clothes spaces, that kind of thing. You said bins with lids. How much of a difference does that make to have a bin with a lid versus not?
It depends on again, the storage, like what type of storage you have.
Yeah.
So, for instance, like I said, I have the alcove where I have the bins that pull out of the actual piece. And that works well. But if you want to stack, you can do bins with lids to store your clothes in. It's all a preference, and it's all based on the space that you have to store. So think about that too when you have your closet emptied out and you have all your winter clothes that you need to put away. Measure the space is huge. So measure that space. Like when I have the alcove, I had to measure that space first because I didn't want to go buy something, waste money, come back, and it not fit. So you want to measure the space that you're storing your clothes in, get creative with it, and go from there. So bins with lids are great. Just don't leave your winter clothes out in the open because the mildew, mold, if you don't wash them before you put them away, like the elements will kind of get to them depending on where you're storing them.
What do you think about, going back to a couple moments ago, you were talking about kind of fun clothes, the relaxing clothes. Trying to organize that kind of stuff can be tough. It's like the workout clothes or like the sweatshirts, finding the space in the room for, like bulky sweatshirts or like the yoga pants or anything like that, the athletic gear. How do you suggest organizing that kind of stuff into a wardrobe?
Well, I'm going to tell you something. Usually my workout clothes are all in a drawer. Most people's are in a drawer because you don't want them out with your regular stuff. But drawers are very, very challenging because we put our clothes away, the clothes go on top from the laundry, we don't go underneath, and then when we start going underneath, now the drawer gets messed up. So it's just exactly. So what I say for the drawers is maybe categorize the drawers. So your sports bras, like fold them so you line them up so they go in one direction. So now all your sports bras are in one direction. Put your tank tops together, pants. So categorize and organize the drawer out. Granted, it's going to get messy because there are those times when you put stuff back, it just gets messy. Yeah. But at least the system is there and the system's in place. So when you do, sometimes I'll go, I'll do this often. I'll take everything out of the drawer because I can't find what I'm looking for in that drawer because it kind of gets messy. You take everything out, but then I'm like, all right, the system's there. I fold everything back. It literally takes 5 minutes to get everything back the way you want it to be. But drawers are very challenging, so I tend to keep stuff like that in there, like the hangout stuff and sweatshirts, because it's not stuff you're grabbing every morning for work, so it's easier to keep in a drawer than out in the open.
And when you have clients come in, are you often finding it's like one person has one space and the other person has another space and mixing in, and then the kids come in? And is it good to have a whole family have a certain day to do one thing, or do you think like go one at a time?
So organizing the closets, you mean one at a time? Because again, it gets tiring. you want to stay on task. It's hard when you're bouncing from one closet to the other. Focus on one closet for one day and then go to the next. I'll have clients that call me in just to organize their kids' closets and work with the kids because they don't want to, it's just they don't want to deal with it because they have their own closets to deal with. So I'll go in and work with the little kids on their closets, and believe it or not, they know what they want and what they don't want and what they've grown out of. So they're fun to work with because they know how they want to function.
No, Mom, I don't wear this anymore. Yeah. I never liked that shirt.
Yeah, but definitely do one at a time. And I find today too, I find that a lot of closets, the woman has their closet and the man has their closet. I find that they're separating them out, or one has one side, one. You never want to mix the clothes together, which I don't see too often, but I do see a lot now. Like sometimes the husband will be in the spare room, his clothes will be in there, so the wife took over the main closet. So it's all how you like to function and how everybody likes to grab things in the house in the morning. If it's more efficient for the husband to grab them in the spare bedroom, then by all means give him the closet in the spare bedroom. So. Or the main bedroom, not to discriminate or anything.
Well, yeah, and that's what I'm kind of curious about, what you see and just kind of what works for them, because is there one way to do it or not?
No, there's not. There's no wrong or right way to do it, or no wrong way to do it. It's just you're going to have a family meeting, or just you and your husband talk about how you want to function going forward, what's going to be, it all comes down to that efficiency and productivity. Mm-hmm. What's going to make you guys more efficient in the morning to help, and then the kids too, can they grab their clothes? They make great bars today that hang on their closet bar, so it's a low bar for them to grab if they only have one bar in the closet. So think about the kids too. Let them get ready in the morning, but make their closets, organize it with them so they know where things are, they know how to grab things, to make them more efficient in the morning so they're taking that off of you. So it's so important to get your kids organized. We're going to talk about that, I think, in another time. But yeah, it's so important for the kids in the closet in the morning to make everybody more efficient.
Make it less stressful.
Yeah, the morning.
Because that morning time can be a bust.
So if you can streamline all these spaces in your home, God, you'll have like an hour or two before work.
And might as well put the time in now while it's cold and gross and yucky than when it's like
nobody wants to organize in the summer.
No, gosh, you might as well do it now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Exactly.
Kristin, thank you so much for joining us. I need to go put a little time and work into my closet. My closet's actually not that bad. It's good. It's not that bad. I have a decent, I mean, I could always get better. The laundry is a mess, but, it's not that bad.
We'll get you on track.
We'll get you on track.
By the time we're done, by the end of the year, you're going to be like super organized.
We'll see.
Thank you. I'll see you